Hello, Facebook Live. Welcome to 365 Days Live with New. All right, so today I'm just going to share with you the topic right off the bat about what I am going to be talking to you about today. So today is about doing this thing before we jump to fixing whatever we think is wrong. Okay, there's this one very crucial step that I feel like we all forget or we all miss when we are experiencing something internal. And I'm talking specifically if you're experiencing something within yourself, maybe a habit you want to change, it may be a way of being that you are becoming aware of that you do. And when I work with my clients, a lot of times they come to me and they ask me, oh, how do I fix this? How do I change this? I want to be like this. I want to be like that, right? I don't like where I am. It's not helpful and I want to move, right? And I get like that too. So I am guilty just as much as you are when we do this. We do this like very masculine driven kind of solution seeking thingy that we do, right, as human beings, because we want to fix, we want to make sure things are okay, and the intention comes from a very beautiful place. But if we use what we have been taught and modeled to get to our solution, then it sometimes doesn't work, or it might lead us somewhere where we actually don't intend to go. And so what I want to teach you today and share with you today in this live is that crucial first step before you jump into fixing something is actually to be quiet and to sit with what it is that is coming up to even have you respond or react in that way. Taking that subtle, very quick but very powerful a pause to ask yourself, to give yourself the space, the compassion, the grace, and the understanding to listen to yourself and find out and hear yourself out as to why you feel the urge to do whatever you did. If it's a habit of, I'll give you an example. If it's a habit of, like if you're talking to someone and they are sharing what they feel, and if your habit is to just cut them off, even though in hindsight, when you look in hindsight, you know that that's not what you want to do, but in the moment you can't help it, right? You just cut them off and you like want to say, hey, that's not actually what I meant. Like, this is what I mean. And so you cut them off. But if you go into that situation with the mindset of, oh, that's not good, let me figure out how I can stop doing that, right? Stop doing that thing. And if you tune into that kind of energy, it's actually very masculine energy instead of the feminine way of doing things and the very soft and subtle way of actually loving that part of you that needs to speak out, that needs to react in the way it did. And this usually comes from a very deep-rooted wound from your childhood, from the way you grew up, what you were modeled, what you were modeled to be okay and not okay. And I promise you, 9 out of 10 times, it's because there's this deep desire or this deep need to feel seen, heard, understood, and at the end of the day, loved. So no matter how it presents itself, no matter what costume it puts on, it always comes back to you desiring to be heard, loved, understood, and accepted for who you are. Okay? And I know that sounds very simple because sometimes you're like, that has nothing to do with that, right? I said what I said, and like I love myself, I accept myself, but that's also, again, not leaning into the real reason, the deep reason as to why you may be responding the way you do. And without addressing that part of you, and this is where parts work comes in, IFS, internal family systems, is something that I talk about and I love, and I really truly believe that it is going to be, hi IFS. So if you know IFS, it is such a beautiful system. And so without us addressing and listening to that part of us that is speaking up, right? That is interrupting that other person, without giving that part of you space to be heard. And it's so funny because it's kind of like a matrix within itself, inception, I mean, of we want to be heard on like our present daily self, but at the same time, when you're reacting the way you are, I'm giving the example of the interrupting example, I may be interrupting, but there's a part of me, because I feel like I'm not heard, but there's a part of me here that's not feeling heard, and that's why that part of me is making me interrupt. Yet at the same time, I'm not even listening to my part here that's speaking up, right? So it's like, it's a compounding thing where I don't feel listened to, yet I'm not listening to my little part that is speaking up, that is being triggered to speak up, to react, to create this reaction within you. So my point is that before we try to fix something, make it go away, change it, and if you've been trying, this is for you. If you've been trying and it's not working and you're like, I just don't get it, I just don't get why I don't just change, I've been doing this for months, right? It may be because you're not addressing the deeper part, the deeper reason why. Because sometimes when the parts of us inside of us are not heard and understood and witnessed, it is that part of you will not feel safe to move forward with you in life, and it will always be pulling you back to safety. Because at the end of the day, this is all about safety. This is all about that part of you trying to keep you safe, because it thinks that by the other person not listening to you, that you're not safe, because if they don't listen to you, they don't understand you, and if they don't understand you, they might kick you out of the tribe, and you might have to fend for yourself, and you might die. I know it sounds dramatic, but that is how our the primal part of our brain works. Okay, so I wanted to come to you with that really clear, no backstory today. I just wanted to get straight to the point that sometimes when you want to shift, when you want to change, it requires you to look back. It requires you to tend to parts of you that may be screaming out. What is that word called? Where like toddlers throw a tantrum. They may parts of you that are throwing a tantrum, that are seeking for your attention, seeking for your love, for your witnessing, and sometimes we don't realize that. So I encourage you to listen to those parts of you. I encourage you to have a conversation with those parts of you. And if you don't know how to do this, that's also fine. There's resources out there. I'm here as a coach and a mentor. I can also be able to hold that space for you, and we can work through these kind of things where if you want to move forward in your life, you want to change, and you've been trying, right? But you're just not seeing results. You're not just able to move past certain blocks, and sometimes we feel like maybe we're just stuck this way. Maybe we're broken, right? And I definitely have been there, and I know without a shadow of a doubt that you are not broken. It's just you don't have the resources yet. You have not seen what is possible yet, because sometimes we need that little nudge, that guidance to help, just even if it's a 1% tweak in the way we see things and understand things. It's going to change the way you feel about yourself, change the way you respond to people, change your relationship with yourself. And from that place, you can respond to people from a place of wholeness, from a place of understanding all parts of you and loving all parts of you. And as a result of that, you are going to love and accept other people around you just as much. So it all starts with you. And so that is my live for you today, to some things for you to share, some things for you to share. Yes, you can share this live as well, but some things for you to contemplate, some things for you to really think about. And maybe this will help move the needle a little bit for you, is to not just try to fix things, label them as bad, and then try to move on. Try to understand those parts of you, love those parts of you, see the wisdom that it has for you, and witness it so that you two together can move forward in your life. All right. So before I end my live today, of course, I am doing Money March, and today is March 3rd. So it's the third day of me selling my services, selling what I can help you with, what I can support you with, what I can walk with you through life with. And these are the different opportunities. So as I've shared with my human design coaching, the Telegram human design coaching has gone up to $222 for 4 weeks of support via Telegram. And again, I just can't speak enough about this Telegram offer, but definitely send me a DM if you want to know more information or if you're confused. But again, you can always click on the link. There will be a full description of what the program is and how it is run and the container we are going to be in. It is a one-on-one support. The most amazing support you can get is one-on-one, when someone is really just looking in with you on your life, and together we are going to help you move forward in your life, right? This is for people. Coaching really is for people who are ready to take a step forward, right? Therapy is more geared towards understanding your past, and really working through your past so that you can be present. But coaching is, you've done some of that work already and you're ready to take that next step forward, that step into the next version of yourself. And coaching, of course, is not going to bypass any of your past, traumas or the past conditionings you have had, but it is just the small switch, the small pivotal perspective that is different about coaching is that you are ready and open and willing to move forward. That is the only difference between coaching and therapy, in my opinion, is the willingness to move forward, the willingness and the belief that, you are ready and able to put energy and effort into the next step of your life, the next phase of your life. Okay, so Human Design Telegram coaching, 1 month or for 222, you can sign up 1 month at a time or do a whole package. It can be up to you. And then of course I have level 1 foundational human design reading, level 2 advanced human design reading. Those are all going to be in my link tree. And then of course the coaching packages that I offer. If you just want to do regular coaching, human design coaching, it really is one and the same, just with a slightly different lens. If you're more spiritual, then you would like the human design lens because it does take into your energetics. It does take into account the energetics of you, energy, feminine and masculine, all that jazz, all that nuanced layers of us as a human being, having a soul, having a human being experience. So that the coaching packages are 1 month or 3 month or 6 month. Of course, I would always recommend the 6 month because transformation work, the deep work that we do, it's not going to change you overnight, right? You were programmed for years and years and years. So to expect for you to be able to shift patterns, integrate, implement what we talk about, what we coach around in a couple of weeks it's just not realistic. So I'm just going to be really point blank that you cannot experience a transformation that's going to be long lasting. You can have an epiphany. Don't get me wrong. You can have an epiphany. You can have realizations and aha moments like in one session. But for you to be able to integrate it, use it, be it, live in that energy, live in your breakthrough, it's going to take more devotion, dedication, commitment to that, your growth, your path of transformation. So again, to access the coaching packages, you will have to book a coaching consultation call with me, and that is also in the link in my bio, the link in my link tree. All right, so again, I always want to make sure that I share with you what I have to offer in the current moment. And if you watch these and you are gaining so much value, then that's amazing. If you don't want to purchase anything, I love that for you. If this has helped you, all I ask is you to like it, to share it with someone who will benefit, and that's it. You know, I'm here to do what I'm called to do, and I also want you to be able to do the same as well. And for me, it's just to spread love, to spread the wisdom, to help lessen the suffering of human beings on earth. So that is really my sole purpose, and to be the fullest expression of myself. So I have been feeling great about my purpose so far, showing up the way I have been, and doing things that just light my sacral on fire. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I am just gonna, today is Monday, and I am feeling, today Robert went to work because we're going camping this weekend. Oh my god, this is gonna be the first weekend that we're gonna go camping for the year, so you will not see me live on Saturday. I will still go live on Friday because we'll be driving there, but on Saturday and Sunday you will not see me live. So yeah, I will be breaking my live streak, but I will still be uploading the videos when I come back from camping. So I still count that as being live because I will still be filming live from my campsite. Yes, and one last thing is, you're not gonna believe it, but today is the first day that I feel like I just want to sit down and watch a drama and chill. I had a really full weekend. I spent the weekend with Robert's parents, families, friends, and then on Sunday, that was Saturday, and the Sunday we spent the whole day with my family and friends and relatives. So this 2-4 hermit is exhausted and depleted in a good way, but it's time for me to re-energize myself and just be in my hermit mode. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I just love that. I just love that, like, I'm feeling it and I'm just gonna do it. Again, this is me being an example of following what lights my sacral up, and right now lighting my sacral up is just sitting on the sofa and watching dramas. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, along with some cleaning, along with some baking, along with some prepping food, just being an amazing house fiance. So yay to all those housewives, house fiancés, house girlfriends, whoever you are. We do important work in this world, so never devalue the work that you do, the human being that you are, and the amazing, beautiful soul that you are here to be. All right? Okay. All right. I will see you tomorrow. All right?